Hi guys, I'm Heath Manning of manningcues. This video is going to be on deflection and how to compensate for deflection and what deflection is. Deflection is very simple. Deflection is whenever you use left or right spin on the cue ball, you're going to throw the cue ball offline. For example, look down my shaft right now and I'm center ball. If I hit that, my cue ball will roll straight on center ball. Now, if I move my tip to the right and I shoot through the cue ball, I will push the cue ball to the left. The same thing will happen if I shoot left spin on my cue ball. If I shoot left spin on my cue ball, that pushes this to the right. Now, how many times, and we all have been, if we're being honest with ourselves, how many times have we got to the pool hall and had a shot like this, right in front of the pocket, okay? Very minimal cut to put that in the pocket. Say we want to get shape down here for this 8-ball. Okay, so we're going to cut that in. We're going to put bottoms on the cue ball, maybe a little bit of rights, and just drag it down. Okay, so we line up. We have our exact angle that we can pop the 2-ball right into the corner pocket. We go to the bottom of the cue ball. We move to the right of the cue ball because we want to suck it down there, and then we stroke the ball. Well, what happened? Well, I almost hit that 2-ball dead on. Well, I almost hit that 2-ball dead on because I didn't compensate for the right spin. I didn't compensate for the deflection caused when I hit the right side of the cue ball. So now I'm going to do it face on. Okay, straight into that pocket. Okay, so you can look right down and see what's going on here. When I shoot this shot, if I hit straight on with no spin, I'm going to hit that cue ball dead on and it's going to go in. When I move to the right of the cue ball and do the same shot, I'm going to push that cue ball to the left because I got right spin on it, and now I'm not going to hit the center of the 2. The cue ball pushed over on contact. So what do I have to do? I have to compensate for that by aiming at the proper location. Okay? So this is what I'm going to do. Dead on will put me right in the pocket. If I put right spin on the cue ball, that's going to throw my cue ball to the left. So instead of aiming right here with right spin, I would aim slightly to the right of center. Because by the time the cue ball travels from here to here, it will have shifted to the left if I put right spin on the cue ball. So, aim up to shoot it dead in. Move over maybe a quarter of a ball so you're not aiming directly at the center of the 2. Put the right spin on and stroke the same shot. You see the right spin, it's taking off to the right, and I made the shot. Now all I did was change my aiming point because I compensated for the deflection. Now you guys will have to practice this and learn this because many variables come into contact when you try to use left or right spin. And that's why when you're shooting and you miss some easy shots, think back to yourself, did I use spin on that shot? If you did, you probably didn't aim wrong if you weren't using spin. The fact is that you used spin and you didn't compensate for the new contact point on your object ball. So whenever you're shooting a shot, the distance of the shot affects how much compensation, how hard you hit it. If you hit hard, you will throw the cue ball more. If you hit soft, it won't throw as much. The length of the shot will have effect on it. I can sit here and say to you, aim a quarter of a ball over if you're using one tip of spin, but if your stroke is different than mine, if your tip is not as dense as mine, or mine is softer than yours, if mine's shaped differently than yours, if my stroke is harder or softer than yours, that changes everything. The fundamentals of this are that you have to compensate for deflection. If you hit the left side of the cue ball will go to the right on contact. So instead of aiming dead on your object ball to put it in the center of the pocket, if you know your cue ball is going to throw to the right, when you put left spin on it, you're going to have to aim a little bit to the left side of the 2 from where the natural aiming point to sink the ball would be. because by the time the cue ball gets to the contact point, it will have shifted over and you will make your shot and you will get your shape. So we'll shoot that first shot again. This time we'll shoot it properly. I'm going to line up to sink it naturally with center ball. I'm going to put right bottom spin on it. I know that's going to throw my cue ball to the left, so that means I have to aim more to the right than normal. About a quarter ball more to the right and shoot that shot. Right? And I roll down. Touch hard. Right? I missed my shape. Touch hard, but I made my shot. I'm at least still shooting. Right? So then you come down here, and now you can watch the video on ghost ball kicking. And basically I'm uploading that with these videos now, and then you can just measure that out and you can shoot this shot as well and make your contact. Hopefully you'll make your ball. So basically that's deflection. It does vary on length and power and stroke, right? And everyone's going to be different. But you can learn how much deflection occurs when you shoot, and you'll learn how to compensate for it. But that's why you miss those easy shots. If you enjoyed the video, guys, please let me know. Send me a message, let me know if you have any other video requests. Please subscribe to my channel if you'd like to be updated with new videos as they come out. And if you need equipment or would like to leave me a message on my website, you can go to it at www.manningcues.com. Thanks, guys.